Hey guys, April Lopez from Lopez Family and Wound Healing Clinic. Today I want to share with you guys some information regarding autism. So I just saw a post that Dell is hiring autistic employees, and I've seen different comments, I've seen different viewpoints, but I'm going to speak to you from my experience, not only as a parent, but as a practitioner and as a business owner. So just a little bit about my background. I've been an entrepreneur since about 16. I sold knives at the beginning. Then I realized that I had to get an education, so I did that. I opened my first business. I started working at it in 2002, and it was a home health. We did very well. Then I became a nurse practitioner, and I opened a clinic. So I am used to creating teams. And any leader is going to tell you that you are only as strong as your entire team. What we try to create as leaders and as business owners is a team that can become extensions of yourself. So I always try to surround myself with the best and the brightest. That's why I may have gone through too many MAs here in the clinic while we were trying to build our team. When you expect excellence, excellence is what you're going to have. In order to have excellence, you need to be excellent yourself. So regarding autistic employees, I can tell you that I'm very blessed to not only be the mother of an autistic young man who has Asperger's syndrome. He went into high school, he graduated from Nicky Rowe, and he's about to start the mechanical engineering program. But there are certain traits that I have identified in autistic people that are not typical of neurotypicals. What is a neurotypical? A neurotypical is a person that is not a genius. I call people with Asperger's and autism geniuses because they have areas in their brain that I call them super developed. There are theories that they have disabilities. It's not that they have a disability, it's that they think different than a neurotypical person. And since the world is run by neurotypicals, they do not understand the autistic brain. The reason why I'm so excited about this post is because I really feel like it's shining some light on the fact that some of the best employees you're going to find are going to be autistic people. And I'm talking about the high functioning autistic people. Clearly you can employ somebody potentially, depending on the person, that is completely nonverbal if you need somebody to be answering your phones. But I am also very blessed not to have only seen my son's development in his school. I've also seen his development in his person, in his discipline. And I have a young man on the autism spectrum right now working for me, and I can tell you that I wish I could clone him. What are the traits that we look for as an employer? Dependability, punctuality, loyalty, follow through. When we assign a task, we want it to get done, and we want it to get done accurately. Autistic people don't like to break rules. They are very structured. They'll be here on time. You give them a task, they're going to complete it from beginning to end. They're hyper-focused, so they're going to have potentially an increase in focus instead of a decrease in focus. So while that may seem negative when you are growing up, when you're already an adult and you're at a job site, that's an excellent trait to have because you're not going to be distracted by the things that other people are distracted about. You're going to begin a task and you're going to finish it. So I want to share that with you guys because I really feel like as we see more and more people being diagnosed with autism, and no, vaccines does not cause autism. Vaccine causes mumps, and we've seen an outbreak. So please vaccinate your children. As we see an increase in diagnosis of autism, and as we see these autistic people become adults, we need to understand that if we do not provide them with the skills needed to hold jobs, to be active and functional and successful members of our community, we're going to be faced with a lot of people that are going to be quote unquote incapacitated or treated as disabled, where in fact they have very strong traits that can help them not only be functional and successful, but be above average. So that's something that I want to encourage, one, the parents out there. when you get past the initial autism or autism spectrum diagnosis, and you get past the basic therapies, PT, OT, speech therapy, and you start going into your teenage years and your children are discharged from typical therapy modalities, that is when we, and I've been involved from day one, I've been very blessed that my son's father and my husband are very involved and very, very supportive regarding his development. But when you are done, quote unquote, and discharged from therapy, what comes next is the most exciting part. Now you help them become, and you should have been doing it all along, but now you have to transition them into teenagehood, into high school, and then into college. They have to develop basic skills. They have to learn to pay bills. They have to learn how to drive. I don't know why a lot of people on the spectrum are treated like they can't think, they can't learn. They learn better than you and I. They're more thorough. I guarantee you when assigned a task and taught, they're going to do a better job than your typical employees. So we have to give these people on the spectrum the skills necessary to be successful in their life. We are not going to be around forever. And one day they're going to have to face life alone. We have to teach them. We have to develop these skills. So I'm excited about people starting to pay attention to the strengths of people on the autism spectrum rather than their weaknesses. And I can tell you, the majority of them that are high functioning, if properly channeled with the right support system and people that treat them as different, truly, not less, and as a matter of fact, superior to the average neurotypical in so many areas, then we're going to have a society that is a lot more functional. And if we can employ them, I want to challenge employers out there. Employ one person with Asperger's syndrome, and you're going to see what I mean. Employ one person with high functioning autism. Give them the time, give them the space. There are some social areas where they may need some guidance and some training. But if you help them grow through those and you're patient with them, you're going to have an exceptional employee on your hands that's going to truly be an asset to your company and is going to help you even grow as a person. So I want to encourage you in that, and that's a video for today. See you next time.